All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. And before we start, man, we got an important, make sure the camera's good. We have an important video today, and it's comparing two of the most popular all you can fly passes in North America. And we're just going to do a quick comparison. I'm going to pretty much do a deep dive on these two passes to make sure that they're going to be worth it for you in 2025. So if you guys have not seen any of my content before, my name is Jay. The YouTube channel is called Trippin with Jay. And we mainly focus on travel vlogs, live streams that may help you travel on a much more of a budget. And we try to make it fun, entertaining, and educational at the same time. So if that's like your type of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And we have a podcast as well called the Trippin with Jay podcast. And you guys can find that everywhere podcasts are distributed, and it'll be live streamed on the channel as well moving forward. So you guys can enjoy that content as well. So let's actually dig into these passes. So, before we begin, I do have a few topics to hit for each of the passes to make sure that this live stream provides as much value as possible for you guys. And the chats are open as well. So if you guys also have any questions or concerns, you want to just hit me up, hang out for a bit. The chats are open. Super chats are also welcome as well. So during this live stream, we're going to go do an overview of each of the passes, a cost breakdown, booking and travel restrictions, benefits and perks of each pass, who is each pass for, potential pitfalls and fine print of the pass so you guys will know, practical tips for maximizing your value with these passes. So before we jump into everything, I want to let you guys know the difference between the passes. So we'll look at the websites here for Frontier and Volaris, right? So this video is for the two all you can fly passes, right? So here is Frontier's offering here, and keep in mind there's sister companies, and what you can do is have an unlimited number of flights, access to Frontier's domestic and international destinations, get confirmed bookings for the day before flight departure for domestic travel, and starting 10 days before the flight departure for international travel. That part is going to be very important later on in this stream as well. So it allows you to plan ahead and book select flights early. Simply search and choose Go Wild when available. A Go Wild early booking fee or charge may apply. So it's essentially all you can fly within the US and some international destinations. And Frontier has been known to cancel routes as well for their very popular routes that people low-key, they get this pass to use that route, and Frontier does cancel it sometimes as well. So just be aware of that. And they have a few offerings here. They have the annual pass for the entire year. They have the summer pass that is 15 days old, so you can take it from today to September 30th. And the monthly pass, which I don't recommend, but it renews at $149 per month with the $99 enrollment fee. And just keep in mind that these prices can always change. So if you're watching this like far into the future, the prices may be different, and obviously the dates will change here as well. But this information is still useful because we're going over all of the aspects of the pass. So disregarding price, you can still use this video in the future. So let's look at Volaris's offering. It's very similar to Volaris, but the price is a little different, okay? So they have the price at $499, and there are no other options to choose to have the pass as far as the length of time. So this is fully for the 1 year. And let's see. So for domestic destinations, so this is a Mexican carrier. So this is the Mexico version of Volaris for the most part. And the domestic portion of what I'm about to read is for Mexico only. So for domestic destinations within Mexico, which means if you're already in Mexico and you're traveling within Mexico, it has the same stipulation as Frontier. for booking your flight 24 hours before departure. Okay? One second. My computer is trying to restart on me, man. Okay. Um, and for international destinations, so that can mean to the US, to Colombia, to Peru, you can book your flight for 3 days beforehand. So that is probably the best thing that you can use, in my opinion, for the Valaris Pass. So with that, since we went over everything, I have like an outline on the side. So if you see me looking to the side, I'm making sure I'm keeping track during the live stream so that it'll keep you guys informed and we can keep things nice and succinct for this live stream here. So for the Frontier Pass, let's see. We went over all of that. Cool. The cost breakdown. So for the cost breakdown for the Go Wild Pass with Frontier, you have the annual pass for $5.99, and summer is $3.99, and then the monthly $149 as we discussed earlier. And the cost of the flights, you do have to pay for the taxes. So with the flight cost per flight with taxes is roughly around $15 and $70 to $100 for international trips. And they actually give you a map of where they fly because you have access to their entire flight network as well. And just keep in mind, these passes do not include any carry-on or checked luggage at all. You have to pay for everything a la carte. Just keep that in mind. The only thing that's included is a personal item. And if you guys are looking for personal items, I do have a personal sized carry-on linked in the description box below under Travel Smart, and it's the wheels, or sorry, the let me find out what it was. I think it was the takeoff luggage. Yes, that's what it was. The takeoff luggage, where you can, it's the size of a regular personal item that you can carry on for free with Frontier and Valaris, and all you have to do is take off the wheels, and you can fly with that at no extra charge once you purchase the bag, of course. You can use my affiliate link. It does go to help to support the channel, so thank you if you do happen to use that link. And for the Valaris Pass, it's a quick price breakdown. We just went over it, right? It is the $4.99 per year. And the cool thing about it is that if you go to the Mexican or the Spanish version of Valaris's website, and you have a travel credit card or a credit card that doesn't charge any foreign transaction fees, they'll charge you in pesos, in Mexican pesos, and the actual conversion with the Mexican peso to the US dollar, you actually end up spending less than $4.99 USD. So that's just a hack for you guys if you guys want to get a little bit of a discount on the Valaris Pass. Let's see. The per flight cost with Frontier and Valaris is roughly about the same. So a flight for me to go to Mexico is about $130. And then, it's actually around $50 one way. And on the way back here to the States, it's $130. So it's roughly about the same as Frontier. And same with the baggage fees. You pay a la carte for carry-ons and check baggage. And just use the takeoff luggage, guys. If you're going for like a weekend to Mexico to chill or to go see family, just do the takeoff luggage. It's going to save you a lot of money. Third, booking and travel restrictions. So for the Frontier Go Wild Pass, we all know about the booking window of 1 day for domestic travel and the 10 days for international flights. However, on top of those restrictions, we do have a lot of blackout dates that Frontier has detailed on their website. So the freaking blackout dates are right here on their website, and you guys can just go to flyfrontier.com and you can look this up for yourself. And it's a lot of dates here, and when you use these annual passes, these all-you-can-fly passes, they do not guarantee a round-trip flight. So keep that in mind. It is not a round trip. You have to book 2 one-ways separately, and it doesn't guarantee you a return flight. So just know that going into the deal. The availability for the Frontier Go Wild Pass may be one of the the negatives, in my opinion, because uh, when I was using the pass or trying to use it, there were no available Go Wild seats when I was trying to book 90% of the time. And that's when I deemed the Frontier All You Can Fly Pass, the Go Wild Pass, as something that me personally, I wouldn't be able to extract the maximum amount of value from that pass, which is why it led me to go with the Valaris Pass instead, because I love traveling to Mexico and they have direct flights from my home base here in Las Vegas. They have Valaris has uh, nonstop flights to Guadalajara and Mexico City. So if I could just leave work on a Friday, I could literally take a flight to Mexico and land on Friday and come back to the U.S. on Sunday. And the Valaris Pass gives me that type of flexibility to where I can literally be in another country for like 150 to 180 bucks round trip, which is what you can't beat at all, man. So that's why I personally went with the Valaris Pass. But you guys have to decide on your own with the factors we're going to talk about during this video. So keep that in mind. It all depends on where you fly out, what your home airport is. And for Valaris, also, they don't have any blackout dates. So those holidays, those peak travel days, if the Valaris all you can fly pass, they have seats available, just book it. This is why the Valaris Pass, in my opinion, is superior, because you can literally go. You can use this pass on the 4th of July, which is a holiday here in the US, or Memorial Day, which is coming up. And it's exactly the same price year round. You just have to be able to know when the tickets are dispersed in order to book them. And it's mainly focused on travel to Mexico and within Mexico. However, they do have flights from Mexico City to other international destinations like Bogota, Colombia, for example, and Lima, Peru, which is how I actually went to Peru. And you guys can watch the video of my travel vlog to Peru. And I did that using the Valaris Pass because I had a layover in Mexico City. So I booked a one-way from Vegas to Mexico City and then another one-way from Mexico City to Lima, Peru. And that's how I finagled what it was probably like 80 bucks to Peru from Vegas, which is insane if you think about it. But you can utilize this pass very creatively to visit different parts of the world that would literally cost you six, seven, $800 to travel to one way. So the Valaris Pass is really, really worth it in my opinion, at least to me personally. And let's go to some of the benefits and perks of each of the passes. So with the Frontier Pass, you have miles and status. So you get to earn Frontier miles on purchases. So not on the actual flight purchase, but like things like bags and seats. And flights count as activity to extend your mile expiration date, but you don't earn miles or status points. So FYI. And another perk that I actually personally benefited from was having elite status. So I had the gold status and allowed me to bring a free carry-on, do free seat selection and priority boarding. I highly recommend getting this type of status when they do have the status match, where if you have a higher status with another company like a Marriott, Bonvoy, or something like another hotel or airline, you can actually do a status match with that, and they'll give you silver, gold, platinum status depending on what your current status is with another airline or another hotel, and you get that for free. I think. I think there's like a fee attached to it, but the fee is well worth it. I think it's like 40 bucks. It's crazy. But yeah, I would definitely do a status match with the Frontier Go Wild Pass if you do happen to purchase it. Let's see. With the Valaris Pass, miles in status, they don't have it. This is the one downfall of the Valaris Pass. Like you can't add on anything to it in order to get free carry-on bags or free seat selection. But the destinations, bro, just knock it out of the park for me personally. And it's actually easier to book the flights with the Valaris Pass than it is with Frontier. You just a simple website, and you can do it on your phone from the website. You don't have to have a special app for it or anything. I wish their actual app integrated the pass purchases into it, but it hasn't made it that far yet. Hopefully, that's something in the future. So number five, who who is this? Who are each of the passes for? Okay, so let's kind of discover. The Frontier Go Wild Pass is ideal for the spontaneous travelers with very flexible schedules, especially those with Frontier Elite status or Frontier Airlines World MasterCard to offset some of the fees that you will pay for like baggage or seats. And the reason why I really didn't like the Go Wild Pass is that because booking one day before you can go anywhere in the US, it's way too risky for me because me personally, I have an office job. I have a 9 to 5 where it's literally Monday through Friday, and those days can't move, right? So I have to be able to travel and have a guaranteed ticket, and leaving Friday and coming back on Sunday. And I got that with the Valaris annual pass. I would be able to book my Friday flight 3 days beforehand on a Tuesday at 12 a.m. So it technically be Wednesday, but I would stay up on Tuesday night to book my flight for Friday, and then when it hits Friday or Thursday or Friday, I would just book my Sunday returning flight, and it'll be guaranteed round trip flight before I even leave Las Vegas. So that's how I would usually do it with the Valaris Pass. But with the Frontier Pass, things can kind of get shaky depending on what your destination is. Because if you can't get a flight out and then the next couple of days, maybe a blackout date or a holiday where they don't provide any Go Wild availability, you're kind of stuck paying full retail for a ticket back home. And this is why you purchase the pass, is to pay less for flying. So it kind of defeats the purpose. So uh, this go all you can fly pass for Frontier is not for travelers that need guaranteed seats or round trip planning or on specific dates. So for me, I wouldn't be able to do the Frontier pass unless they were doing international destinations direct from Las Vegas. Then you guys can have my money. But until then, not right now. For the Valaris Pass, it's more ideal for travelers frequently flying to and from Mexico, especially those who prefer direct flights and can book 3 days out for international trips. That's me. This pass is not for those needing connecting flights or extensive US/slash international routes outside of Mexico. An example user would be a US or Mexico commuter or vacationer focused on Cancun or Mexico City or Guadalajara. And yeah, the Valaris Pass, in my opinion, bar none, if you have direct flights from your home airport with Valaris, get the Valaris Pass because you can go to other international cities from Mexico that you otherwise would have to pay literally 10x for the ticket after purchasing the pass. I promise you guys, it's very worth it. So, number six, the potential pitfalls and the fine print of these passes. And I can guarantee you, Frontier probably has a lot more fine print than Valaris does. Valaris is low key like the Wild Wild West right now. So, for the Frontier Go Wild Pass, there's limited availability. So there's capacity controlled seats, which means that popular routes dates may be unavailable if you want to fly to a certain destination. Cancellations. So there's no clear reimbursement policy for cancellations, and there's been reports like on Reddit and other forums that people have issues trying to cancel some flights and they don't get reimbursed for it. And you must be at least 18 years old to purchase this pass. You can't do it without a guardian if you're under the age of 18. Crazy. In booking, the main complaint that I always see on on forums, mainly Reddit, is that you can't book on the mobile app. From what I hear, I think you can now. I think they did an update, if I'm not mistaken, chat, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here. And for the Valaris Pass, this is one of the drawbacks if you don't have a direct flight with Valaris to Mexico, is that they don't offer any connections with this pass. You have to book them separately if you want to travel to a different city, which can cause additional issues if you happen to miss that connecting flight. You may have to stay in Mexico City or Guadalajara for some additional days if you happen to miss that flight, that connecting flight, which is, to me, it's okay. Mexico City and Guadalajara are pretty cool, man. Pretty cool cities if you guys have never been. There is a little bit of lack of transparency. I'm not going to lie. There's limited details on pricing, fees, and terms, and you have to really research it and or deal with the growing pains of Valaris. And there are quite a few, but when you reach your destination safely, you kind of low key forget about all of the stuff that you have to go through getting here. And if you're looking for like super luxury travel, this probably isn't the video for you. This is for my people that actually want to see more places on a budget, because everything is getting more expensive nowadays and people still want to travel. And this is how you do it on a budget and still maintain a good lifestyle, right? So both passes, they have auto renewal as well. I guess that's a perk if you want to keep using their services. I just use like a one-time use card for these passes, so they don't auto renew if I find them that they become unuseful over time. And I do that because these airlines cancel routes all the time. And if they cancel a key route that you use on a frequent basis, then that renders the pass purchase absolutely useless. So I do not give them my real credit or debit card for their auto renewal process. So keep that in mind as well, guys. Number 7, practical tips for maximizing value with these two passes. So with the Frontier Go Wild Pass, I would highly, highly recommend book or purchase the pass during promotional periods. These passes sometimes do go on sale, and you have to really be cognizant and or just go to Reddit and join the Go Wild Pass subreddit and the Valaris subreddit, and they will tell you that you're going to see posts of when this stuff goes on sale, and when you see it, like, freaking buy it immediately. There have been like a pre-sale price with the Go Wild Pass for $299, and I remember buying my Valaris Pass for like $300, and I'm like, yo, this is totally worth it. I maxed the Valaris Pass out, y'all. I did like 10 or 15, maybe 20 trips to Mexico round trip using a Valaris Pass. Paid $30 one way to Mexico. It was absolutely crazy. And let's see, some more practical tips for the Frontier Go Wild Pass is that you can pair it with your Frontier Elite status, and you can get all the free perks like free baggage, free carry-on baggage, free seat selection, and priority boarding. That's one of the perks that I loved and used frequently when I had the Frontier Go Wild Pass. For the Valaris Pass, if you love frequent trips to Mexico, especially hubs like Cancun, Mexico City, Guadalajara, this pass is the best thing going, bro. When it gets cold where you're living at, you can be like, yo, I got the Valaris Pass. I'm flying to Cancun for the weekend. I'll see y'all on Sunday. I'll see y'all in the office on Monday, right? And the great thing about it is that you have that 3-day window to book an international flight. Go ahead and book it, man. Live your life and have fun. So I believe we covered everything, man. If you guys did have a choice between the two passes, like, which one would you pick, right? So if you're mainly flying within the US, I would highly recommend getting the Go Wild Pass with Valaris. But if you're more interested into traveling into Mexico, Central America, and a little bit of South America, I would definitely 100% go with the Valaris annual pass, especially for my passport bros out there that want to get out and go to Colombia, go to Peru, go to Mexico, Costa Rica, El Salvador, all of these Latin American countries. If y'all want to go there, get the Valaris pass, man. 100%, totally worth it. And yeah, you can fly to 8 different countries. Wow, I did not know that. Y'all see that? You can fly to 8 different countries, fly on any of the 190 different direct routes, and it's simple. It's very, very simple. Do they have a video for the Go Wild Pass too? That we can just watch both? Nah, nah. Okay, but you guys kind of get the gist of it, man. You guys get the gist of it. All you can fly passes are amazing, and this is honestly this is rarely ever been done before in the airline industry. So while it's still here, enjoy it. Right, spend the $300-400 and travel to your heart's content, because I can promise you that both of these passes are legit. I've owned both and I've flown with both, and these passes are the best thing I have ever seen as far as saving money on travel, because everything in life, living expenses are going higher than ever before, and us as Americans, us as people, we need some relief, right? We need to travel somewhere and get a change of environment. But even traveling is very expensive nowadays as well, retail, right? So places like Las Vegas have been known to be a very, very affordable destination, but nowadays Vegas is expensive, guys. Vegas is extremely expensive to come visit. Hotels charge resort fees and parking fees nowadays. It gets very, very expensive. It adds up. So for us to have a little bit of relief when it comes to travel, I would say the all you can fly passes with either Frontier or Volaris, if it fits within your timing, your schedule, your budget, I would say go for it. Why not? Go with one or the other or both, right? Look at their destinations and see where they fly to and where they fly from, and just make a decision from there. And that's it. But I think we covered everything, guys. Uh, chats, no chats, we're good. Cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you did like this and you want more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video on your way out, and hit the bell notification as well to be notified of new videos and new lives. And make sure you listen to the podcast, which is linked below in the description. And we got some great guests coming up for the podcast as well, guys. So make sure you subscribe, man. Some folks got like 50K subscribers, 100K subscribers. I'm trying to work on somebody that has 1 million+ subscribers, man. You guys may know him. But thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Jay. You've been Trippin' with Jay, and I really do appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Okay, that is it for me. Y'all have a good one. Peace.